Okay, this should be a quick video about Breath of the Wild's criticisms, specifically two, that it doesn't feel like a Zelda game and the durability system. I wanted to touch upon this because now that Breath of the Wild 2 got a new trailer, people are starting to make some outrageous claims about how Breath of the Wild sucks. If you don't know, you probably don't because all I ever talk about is Sonic and that one Animal Crossing video. I like the Zelda series. I've played Ocarina of Time, Link Between the Worlds, and some of Link to the Past, and consider Wind Waker to be my favorite game. And I really love Breath of the Wild, so when someone says the game has major flaws or is bad, I want to look into that. Before I begin, I would like to say I do have a Twitter. I am at Gameccentric. A link is also in the description or on my About page as well. Also, that's probably the first time I said my name in a video, so you're welcome. Also, disclaimer, if you don't like Breath of the Wild, that is completely fine, and you're entitled to your own opinion. No one should attack you for having your own opinion, but at the same time, don't attack others for theirs. Just talk it out like the civilized people we are. Now, what I want to talk about first is the criticisms of the durability system. In Breath of the Wild, instead of gaining a few weapons on a set path that the game gives you, you have the openness to choose between many weapons depending on where you are. To balance the game, since there's no set order on how you should progress, your weapons break, forcing you not to hoard all your weapons and gather more. Some people, not everybody, don't like how this feels and like it's too limiting. I've even heard that it should have been implemented from the get-go. I really don't agree with this statement at all. First off, I feel like that will take away all the challenge and fun of getting new weapons and trying to survive. Second, that will totally destroy all game balancing in the game. I could literally just keep my most powerful weapon the whole game and just plow through anything that comes my way. At that point, the game would have been really received poorly. Obviously, I'm not saying the system is perfect. Some weapons should have lasted longer. But as it stands, the weapon durability system is fine, and maybe for the people who don't like it, we could have a compromise in the sequel, like a weak weapon that doesn't break. The second criticism I've heard is that it doesn't feel like a Zelda game, and I can see where you're coming from. Breath of the Wild does so much different from the other games that I understand why people can be upset. Like if Mario and Luigi series went real time instead of turn-based combat, it would be a cool change of pace, but I kinda want to see the turn-based style return. They did remove a lot of normal traditional Zelda elements like the dungeon items and progression, and the story for example. For me personally, I like the changes that it brought, and maybe in Breath of the Wild 2, they can expand on the formula and bring back what people liked about Zelda and what made it unique, and keep the open world-like gameplay that many others, including myself, enjoyed. I wanted this to be a shorter video because I wanted to address what I heard people say, but what are your thoughts? I'm just some guy on the internet who may not be looking at the full picture. I mean, it's like a 5-minute video after all. So, I want to know what you think in the comments, or at Twitter at Gameccentric. Maybe in the future I'll talk about Breath of the Wild more because I love this game, and the series as a whole.